I have been searching for the perfect tinted moisturizer for so long, and over the years, I have bought so many of them. I have spent so much money, but I just still have yet to find the one. Today, we are going to try out this NudeStix Tinted Cover Foundation together, and although it says foundation, I think this reads more as a tinted moisturizer, and we'll get into that in my ingredients analysis. So I'm hoping, keeping my fingers crossed, that this is finally going to be the one that will blow all the others away. So join me and let's put the Tinted Cover Foundation to the test. Hi, my name is Lauren O'Connell, and today could not possibly be a more perfect day for this review. That's because last night my son crawled into bed between my husband and I, and he was just kicking my back all night long. And then I ended up doing 2 trips to school this morning because on the first one, my daughter realized she forgot her iPad. She goes to a school that does everything on the iPad. So needless to say, I'm tired, my skin is tired, and I think this product could potentially work wonders for it. And that's because when I looked at the ingredients in it, I was really surprised by what I found. To me, this reads more as a skincare product than a foundation, than a cosmetic product. And that's because there are so many different plant extracts in this formula. That's why earlier I said this to me seems more like a tinted moisturizer than a foundation. So the plant extracts are full of antioxidants. Antioxidants are going to help to turn back the clock and slow down the process of aging. I constantly use antioxidants in my skincare because I am 37 years old. I have dry skin that's prone to fine lines and wrinkles. So antioxidants are very important to me. They also help to brighten the skin. They reduce photo damage. They reduce sun damage. They make the skin more elastic and it looks more youthful and more firm. So these are great ingredients to use for an anti-aging skincare routine. And I am pleasantly surprised that they're also in this formula. And the list you see on the screen right now is all the plant extracts, the ones that contain the antioxidants. We also do have 2 different plant extracts that are humectants. And humectants are wonderful for dry skin because they're water-binding molecules. They're going to sink deep into the skin, hold on to water, and give you a temporary plumped up effect. Once again, if you have those fine lines, if you have wrinkles, they're going to help to minimize the appearance of them. And who doesn't want that? You may notice that this product does contain the tea tree leaf, and that's an ingredient usually we associate with acne. However, from what I found in my research, that to combat acne, that needs to be about 2.5 to 10% of the formula. And I'm assuming that in this product is less than 1% of the formula. We also have grape and the coffee Arabica. And these 2 ingredients also help to boost the efficacy of other antioxidants. That means they make the other antioxidants more powerful, more potent. These are great ingredients to have in a cosmetic product. And lastly, I do want to point out that the Polygonum cuspidatum contains resveratrol, and this is a very brightening, very skin calming ingredient. And speaking of skin calming, a lot of these antioxidants also are anti-inflammatories, so they're going to help to reduce any redness that you may have on your skin. We also have 2 humectants in this formula, and humectants are wonderful ingredients to have on your skin because they're going to go down deep into the skin. They're water binding molecules. They're going to hold on to water, giving you a temporary plumped up effect. This will help to minimize the appearance of those pesky fine lines and wrinkles. The safflower and the Camellia japonica both contain fatty acids. Now, fatty acids are another wonderful anti-aging ingredient, and if you think of the outermost layer of our skin, the stratum corneum, as being bricks and mortar, the bricks are the skin cells and the mortar is this lipid matrix. It's responsible for making skin look very youthful and supple, very hydrated, and of course, Of course, in our mid-20s, that lipid matrix starts to deplete, so we need to replenish it with our skincare, and in this case, our cosmetics. So both of these ingredients contain fatty acids, and that is a wonderful thing to have, especially if you have any sagging on your skin or you feel that your skin has just lost its luster. Lastly, I do want to point out that there are a few different plant extracts in this formula that have antimicrobial properties. That means they are natural preservatives. Moving on from the plant extracts, there are some emollients in this product that I want to chat about with you. And emollients are going to help the skin feel very soft and smooth and supple. And they also help to reduce the friction between the product itself and your skin, so it's going to glide on very easily. There is caprylic capric triglyceride in this formula, and this is one of my favorite ingredients because it's just so incredibly moisturizing and hydrating for my skin. It's a combination of coconut oil plus glycerin. Glycerin is a super hydrator. It's also a humectant. So once again, we're having those water binding molecules. But I do want to mention that the coconut oil is comedogenic. That means if your skin is prone to acne, if it's prone to blackheads or blemishes, this could potentially not be the best ingredient for you to be putting onto your face. Moving on, we do have a bunch of silicones, and silicones are going to help to reduce transepidermal water loss because they form this cross-link lattice-like structure on the skin. And what happens is the little holes within that lattice allow oxygen to pass through and other nutrients, but they don't allow water molecules because the holes are too small. That means that the moisture within your skin is going to stay there. And if you're tired like me, if you're a busy mom, a busy woman, you want your skin to be as hydrated as possible. The silicones also serve as texture enhancers, and that's because they have a nice silky smooth feel to them, and they're very flexible as well. So if you talk a lot during the day, if you're constantly moving your face around, the product is going to move with you, and it's not going to feel like you have a stiff mask on your skin. And for me, that is so important. Lastly, I want to just touch on a few different inactive ingredients in the formula. There is ozokerite. This is a binder. It means it's going to hold all the ingredients within the foundation together and to keep them from separating. Phenoxyethanol is a very common preservative that I see in nearly every single cosmetic and skincare product I review. And xanthan gum is a thickener. That means it's going to just add some bulk to the formula. We do have opacifying agents in this formula, and opacifying agents are what's going to give the foundation its color to make it more opaque, less clear, less translucent. And of course, the amount of colorants within the formula is going to vary from shade to shade. There's also mica, and mica is a natural mineral with some sparkle and shine to it. This is also a great ingredient if you have those fine lines because the light reflecting properties of the mica is going to basically diffuse the light, and it's going to give this blur-like quality to your skin. So think of it as a natural filter. So those are the ingredients in the formula, and so far I have to say I am so incredibly impressed. They look great to me. These are all ingredients that I like to put on my skin because they nourish my skin. So now let's move on to the product packaging. NudeStix products all come in these little reusable tins. They do that to be very eco-friendly, eco-conscious, so when you're buying their products, you're not going to have a lot of waste. And you can see that the tin is black, and on the back side of it, we have information about the product, including the open jar symbol with a 12M. That tells me once you open this product and start to use it, you have 12 months until it expires. The product is 20 milliliters and it retails for $35 US. It is made in Korea, and there is a lot of Korean skincare influence, I feel, with this product. On the side, we have the Nude 1, that's the shade I'm using. And when I open up the tin, what's really cool is that there's a mirror. So I can look at myself if I'm in the car, on the go, wherever I am, just to check up on my makeup. And the product itself comes in this very sleek looking tube. This is very classic NudeStix aesthetic with the black and the beige writing. On the back side, there is a little blurb that says get hashtag real skin with a natural tint that even skin tone builds coverage, moisturizes, and treats to protect the skin. When I open up the top, I can see that it has a very nice looking, almost an ergonomic type of pump. There's a nice little indentation here for my finger, and I am curious to know if there's a scent to it. So as I squeeze it out and rub it on my hand, oh, you know what? It smells a little bit like a spa. There's more there. I can smell the lavender coming through and maybe some other sort of plant extract. It smells very clean. It has that spa smell to it. It's very faint. You know, as I'm rubbing this on my hand, it's looking really white, and I am really white, but this is whiter than me. So I do happen, let me see, do I have it somewhere? Here it is. This is the Nude 2. I bought the Nude 1. I think I got the Nude 2 in a PR gift from Sephora at the last Sephora event I went to. So let me just put a little bit of this on top. And this to me already is much darker than my skin tone. But when I mix the one that's a little too light with the one that's a little bit too dark, guess what? I get my perfect shade. So today I'm gonna have to mix the two of them to get this look done. And that's okay. There is a shade 1.5, but I just don't have it. So I have no makeup on my face right now, just my skincare, of course my SPF, and we are just going to put this product right on top. I'm not going to use a primer because I want to see how this tinted moisturizer, this tinted cover foundation performs on its own. All right, so I am going to now mix the 1 and the 2 together. Okay, that was kind of a lot. So here's my palette, the back of my hand. I'm just going to use the mirror they gave me, why not? So here is the product on the right side of my face. My left side is just my bare skin. If you want to compare the two to see what the difference is. And I was using this mirror, but I have to be honest with you, it was making me a bit dizzy. So I'm going to get a nice big one. Oh, much better. So I'm going to put the rest of this product on the left side of my face. It's had a few minutes to settle into my skin, and right off the bat, I'm thinking to myself that my skin is looking very dewy. And I like that because I have such dry skin that every ounce of extra moisture I can get, I will take. But if you have oily skin, you might feel like this is possibly too much for you. So keep that in mind. I'm now going to put on the rest of my makeup off camera. And my makeup is on. I also changed my outfit because I am running on such a tight schedule right now. I have to go pick up my kids from school, turn back around, drop them off, and then go to the Sephora event. It never seems to end. Anyways, I have to say, I think my skin looks so nice right now. It looks very bright. It looks very healthy. The coverage is even, and there is a nice glow, and I do attribute that glow to the dewiness of the formula. So far, I am really happy with this tinted moisturizer, this tinted cover foundation, and I do also want to add that it has just sunk into my skin. It doesn't feel like it's sitting on top of my skin. My skin feels very soft right now, and typically because it is so dry, my skin just feels like it's going to crack in half. And right now I feel fantastic. So far this is really working well for me. Now I am going to go out and about, and while I'm out, I will not touch up my makeup at all. And what I really want to see is a few things. Number one, is this product going to settle into my fine lines? Sometimes some foundations, some tinted moisturizers they creep and creep into those fine lines, and I can just see them in there, and they just exacerbate them. And then as I'm trying to rub that foundation, the product out of those lines, my skin just gets dried out and it looks almost crepey. It looks old and it doesn't look healthy. So that for me is a big one. I also like to see if it's going to sink into my marionette lines, because once again, I talk all the time. So that's what I'm really focused on. And then secondary is I want to see how my cheeks feel. Are they going to feel dried out in a few hours, or is my face going to continue to feel moisturized? So come with me, let's go put this to the test, and I'll show you a little bit around Dubai. I just picked up my kids from school, and guys, today I am testing out the NudeStix Tinted Cover Foundation. It's on my skin. So these guys, let me tell you, they are so honest. So what do you think of how mommy's skin looks right now?
Amazing. Amazing.
Really?
Seriously.
You like it? I'm
Seriously.
surprised. Do you have any critiques, any complaints?
No. Yes.
What?
The only complaint is that it's the best thing ever. And you complain about that.
And my complaint is that when you said kids, you're going to say innocent kids.
Trust me, these two are anything but innocent. They torture me every day.
You know I can hear
But
you.
I always prank them back. All right, so kids are liking the foundation. I have to say my skin is looking incredibly dewy right now. It's so glowy. I'm so happy with it. So let's now get rid of these guys. We'll drop them off at home and then head over to the Sephora event.
Mom,
Yeah?
can I tell you something?
What?
Homework is bad.
I'm here at the Serkal in Dubai, and this area is very industrial, but it's full of all these art galleries. There's lots of hidden gems here, as well as some nice cafes, all very healthy type of eating restaurants. So we are now going to head into the Sephora event and see what it's all about. And you can see right here what I'm talking about. I mean, look at this place. And the entrance to the event is straight ahead. So I found the NudeStix booth. It's right behind me, so we're going to check it out, and I'll let them know that I am trying out their foundation today. Ready?
1, 2. Yeah, I know. So I was surprised. I had no idea.
Let's see, what do I get here? Maybe I did a little bit too much. All right, looks like we have Purity, one of my favorite milk. Does this count as cheating? Oh.
Wow!
All right, we'll have to try it out. I'm now just leaving the Sephora event, and I have to say, while I was there, I did receive some compliments on this tinted moisturizer I'm wearing. So I think it's really holding up. I'm gonna go home now. We're going to take an up close and personal look at my face, and especially these little fine lines, and we're going to see what we think of this tinted moisturizer, this tinted cover foundation, and if it's finally the answer to my dreams. I just got home, and as you can see, it's dark. It's nighttime here in Dubai. I hope you enjoyed going with me to the Sephora PR event, checking out the Serkal neighborhood, and of course finding out what my innocent children think about the NudeStix Tinted Cover Foundation. Now, I have not touched up my makeup at all today. This is the same exact makeup that I had on this morning. And there were two big things about the foundation that I really needed it to do for my skin. The first one was I have such dry skin, so I want my skin to still feel soft and moisturized towards the end of the day. And the second thing is just those pesky fine lines I have underneath my eyes, and I want them to be as minimized and diffused as possible. My face right now feels so incredibly soft It feels supple and hydrated. My cheeks do not feel dry at all, and that is very rare for me at the end of a day. So this product has just kept my skin so moisturized and so hydrated, and I could not be more thrilled. And that's not only for the aesthetics, but just the feeling. My skin feels comfortable right now. And if you have dry skin, you're probably nodding your head because you know exactly what I'm talking about. The second big thing is the fine lines, and yes, I have them, they're there, and I was just looking in the mirror, and I have to say, I do notice them. It's the end of the day, I am tired, I've been running around like crazy, but the makeup has not accumulated in them at all. They do not look enhanced, they do not look exacerbated, and I think that my under eye area is still looking pretty fresh and hydrated, and this makeup has been on my face for hours and hours and hours. So to me, that's a huge win. The only thing I would say about this foundation was that I did have to mix the two different shades. So I'm sure the 1.5 would have been a better match for me, but I just didn't happen to have it. So it's always good to give yourself a good color match before you purchase anything. I do have two other reviews on tinted moisturizers, the Laura Mercier, as well as the Hourglass. So I suggest you check those out if you're looking to add a tinted moisturizer to your beauty routine.